we were supposed to do tonight? Just talk about what movies we're all doing.
Yeah, and pick days or whatever we're gonna do them on.
Let me go through some stuff right now. Let me get some stuff pulled up.
Yeah. Well, hello everybody. If anybody's watching, I see 0 people watching. No need for introduction then.
You'll learn these things as we go.
Yeah. But as of right now, we got, if we go through the 30th of December, we got four episodes for trivia for movies.
Yeah, it's not much, is it?
No, just a few minutes ago, me and Too Many were thinking about maybe 2 of us can each do a Christmas special. Like it could be Charlie Brown Christmas or an episode the Office Christmas special or something like that.
Yeah.
You can do, so there'll be shorts and you can do 2 of them in one of our episodes. I know we do want to do some movies, but
I mean, technically it's our first Christmas one, right? So maybe we could just do the heavy hitters, and just kind of just get the ball rolling.
Yeah, I mean, this is since I was thinking about something like that as well. Since we are talking about the first one here, maybe we just pick 4 of the most iconic Christmas movies of all time.
Right.
What's up, Scary Blue? What's up, Daniel Berry? Sorry.
Now, if I had to say the 4 most iconic Christmas movies of all time, I would say A Christmas Story's on that list. I would say Home Alone is on that list.
Agree.
I would say the problem is it's how far back do you go? Because do we put It's a Wonderful Life on there?
I was just about to say Wonderful Life's iconic.
It's a Wonderful Life is very important to Christmas. But if we're talking about what were the big ones of our lives, of our generations, right?
Yeah, then that could stay off.
Yeah. Well, the first season of Halloween Bangers, we did a movie and then we put in honorable mentions. Mentions, you remember?
Because I would say Christmas Vacation is another huge one for our generation.
Yep.
That one's pretty, massive if you ask me.
Yeah. Look, it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning of it, I paused it. It was just coming on. I mean, there's a lot of iconic Christmas stuff, really, if you think about it.
Yeah, but there's only so many that are that have lasted all this time, that are still something you watch every Christmas.
Right, kind of timeless.
Yeah. Elf has become one of those.
Yeah, it's slowly creeping up that list, that rotation.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
shoot, look at the Grinch. That's iconic. I still kind of look forward to watching it every year.
But that's just it, because I would say, for most people, if they look back at their childhood and they think the Grinch, they're thinking the animated one that was on TV.
Yeah.
Right. I love the Jim Carrey Grinch, but that I can't give that the same iconic status as the animated one.
Right.
And I don't know what you're talking about. All those Who women were hot. I'm kidding. Do you have any Who people figures?
No.
No. Too many? No.
Nope.
Well, I don't know. I do have I have Amy Pond in a police uniform. I have the 10th Doctor wearing a fez. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now that's another that got very well known for Christmas specials. Every year they did a Christmas special up until they got taken over by the woke mob and changed the doctor's gender.
Oh, yeah.
But the Doctor Who Christmas specials every single year up until Jodie Whittaker took over.
That's more UK aimed though, right?
I mean, it's made there, but I would argue that after they rebooted not rebooted, but restarted Doctor Who in 2005, with Christopher Eccleston,
Yeah,
that he was more worldwide at that point.
Okay.
Because we were getting, with the original Doctor, we weren't getting the episodes when they were aired in Britain. We were getting them like months later.
I remember watching it on like this.
Yeah, I need to catch up on it. I haven't.
I'm so far behind on that. My daughter knows way more than I do on Doctor Who. She's a Doctor Who fan.
Yeah, some of those Doctor Who Christmas episodes were amazing, man.
Didn't Cumberbatch play Doctor Who for a bit?
No.
I think so, right?
I thought he did.
No, Cumberbatch was never Doctor Who.
Was it Sherlock Holmes then? I know he did one of those motherfuckers.
Cumberbatch was Sherlock Holmes, yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and there was a little fan-made film where Doctor Who met Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, all right.
And they had David Tennant, they used a bunch of trickery to make it look like David Tennant had invited Benedict Cumberbatch into the TARDIS.
Supercuts.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget.
I mean, they did a good job for a fan-made thing. It looked pretty seamless.
Maybe on one of the Thursdays we could do like honorable mentions, and then we could do we got to do at least one episode of the worst Christmas specials. Like the Star Wars holiday special.
I will never watch the Star Wars holiday special.
Yeah.
Again. Don't you dare do that crap to me, man.
I watch it simply because of the cartoon it's on it. Our first.
Oh, so basically 9 minutes of joy and 48 minutes of garbage.
Of B authors in it. It's bad. It's bad. It's so bad. She sings like she has a whole musical part. I'm like,
it's so god awful.
I don't know what they were thinking. The only thing about it was Princess Leia. You could look at Princess Leia's face.
Yeah, that was the upside.
Now, when the Star Wars characters were on the Muppet Show, that's how you use Star Wars in a variety show.
Yes. I loved it when they came on there. And then they brought in like Pigs in Space and
because Mark Hamill was the guest star, right? But they had it so Mark Hamill and Luke Skywalker were two separate people.
Mm-hmm.
And Princess Leia and Carrie Fisher made it a small appearance on that episode as well, along with Peter Mayhew in the Chewbacca costume.
Yeah. Yep. R2 Toa.
Toa.
But are you guys excited for Christmas? Have you been buying yourselves Christmas presents?
I haven't bought myself anything yet. I'm about 90% done with Christmas shopping. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, for me, I recently got 3 figures in from Hasbro Pulse. I got General Hawk, Ripper, and Agent Helix.
Nice.
I got my new Agent Helix coming Wednesday.
Agent Helix is a big disappointment to me.
For real?
Yes. And it stems from her face not matching the rest of the line's faces. Like she looks like animated. right? And it doesn't help that she has this one little strand of hair that hangs down over her eye that's like black. But it doesn't look like it's like dyed hair that was dyed black. It looks like it was dipped in like freaking latex paint or something. It looks awful.
Now,
The body's decent.
What iteration of G.I. Joe is she from? Because I have no idea who she is. I feel like there's a few coming out that I really don't even know who the hell they are.
Yeah, Agent Helix was part of the modern line. She was in the IDW comics.
Okay. And they have that
she
one
never
chick
had
with
an
the
O-ring
skull
figure.
mask.
Oh, the like with Shadow Tracker, exactly. The
Yeah,
same.
I'm like, who are these people?
Yeah, they're from years and years later.
Okay.
Hey, but at least you got
both of
one,
them.
right?
Neither of them had an O-ring figure. They were both original to the modern line.
All right.
Just to let you know, whoever gets me for Secret Santa is getting a 4K DVD or whatever, 4K of the Christmas holiday special.
Which
Wow,
one?
I hope you don't get me then.
I had to get it from England, so it's special. It's from the heart.
Zoinks.
I don't even have a DVD player.
He said zoinks. No, I'm playing. I'm not doing that.
I was gonna say someone got a lump of coal, basically.
Right? Ooh, look at this nice coaster.
Beautiful.
Dun, 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 dun. So I've been watching on YouTube, all these like fan-made Star Wars movies are popping up over the last few weeks, and they're so good.
Yeah.
They're really good. I want to do a show on these.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah. The fan films.
You should maybe try and contact, pick a couple that you really like and try and contact them and see if you can maybe get, a couple questions answered.
Yeah. Yes, like ask them
right. I'm not sure it would work. I'm not sure it would work for Kaz.
Let's see. Let me
Right?
check out a few of your shows.
They would be like, "Oh, this guy wants me to appear and answer a couple of questions. Let's see what his channel's about. The fuck is this stripper doing here?"
I seen you had a stripper there for a second. I clicked in and then I clicked out. Does anything bad happen?
Oh, he got he almost got his channel banned.
Oh wow.
Did they stop?
Yeah, I honestly don't know how it stayed up as long as it did. Like,
so he just starts another channel.
She was clothed and all, but she had like her top like was there were nipples exposed.
Oh whoa. Dang.
Yeah, it was Bruce's birthday, so
birthday Bruce.
Yes, but Bruce's birthday, it was his birthday on Saturday too. So I'm like, all right, when is Bruce's actual birthday?
Yeah, they said something Thursday too when he came on. Remember?
Right? I wind up feeling like the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland. Oh, very merry on birthday to you, to me.
His head came out and it was stuck there for 3 days. Until he finally came all the way up.
This is my actual head birth.
Right. His mother was in labor for 72 hours.
Yeah.
It's a miracle she survived.
Shoot. Christmas time is near. No, just kidding. Gremlins are here.
Gremlins is a great Christmas movie.
Yes. Which one?
I mean, they're both Christmas movies, right? But the first one, I think, is more iconic.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'd say the first one's more iconic, but everybody seems to remember all the different gremlins from the second one.
Yeah, they have the more fun gremlins, but yeah, the first
Yeah.
one is more iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if we had to pick like the four most iconic movies of our youth. Like 3 of them are easy. It's Home Alone, A Christmas Story, and Christmas Vacation. But what's the fourth?
A bunch of them put together.
We
mean,
could do
Die
a top
Hard?
3.
There's got to be 10, 12 at least that I watch.
Yeah, there's definitely a fourth, but we can do 3. Like have 3 really strong shows, and
I haven't watched Krampus yet this year. I can't find it like on anything streaming for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, any of the
yeah.
like HBO Max or anything like that, Prime Video.
I just got Max. I've been starting to watch The Last of Us. They had a Black Friday deal for like $1.99 a month.
A bunch of them were having that.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck. I started scrambling. I started canceling stuff, re-getting stuff with different emails. And
Oh, damn. Maybe I should do that. But I've been watching that new Godzilla TV series. That thing is it's got a good story.
I want to see that, man. Yeah.
They've shown, I think, 3 different monsters so far, but not much.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm glad they got what's his name, Kurt Russell. Like that puts a little a little class to it. Because I definitely want to check it out. He's my guy.
Yeah, he's good in it.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
All right. My computer froze up here. I don't know why. I can't. Nothing's working on my screen.
All right.
You guys are about to lose me for a second, but I'll be right back.
All right. I went to see Godzilla -1. That was really freaking good, man.
I'm trying to go this week.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the -1 means, but it was good.
Yeah, I was wondering what that meant. -1.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like something like contextual or where they're going with it, but they don't clearly state it in the movie. At least I didn't pick up on it, so I don't know.
Yeah. Is it in English or is it dubbed?
Nah, yeah, it's Japanese subtitles, but it's not hard. I mean, it's not a really dense story, so you can read it. You can keep up pretty easy.
I wonder what it did at the box office this weekend.
Yeah, actually, I'm curious. Yeah,
because they said if it doesn't do really well within 2-3 weeks, probably by Christmas, it'll be on streaming.
Yeah. Well, my friend told me it was a $15 million budget, so they should definitely clean up.
That's all they used was $15 million.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell the CG is a little bit weak, but the story is really good, and like a lot of the scenes with Godzilla are really good.
Does it pick up off that last one they did, like in 2000?
No, it's not connected at all. It's almost like a fresh telling, like they just start from their own story.
Yeah, because I like that one from back then too. I thought that was good.
That was what was that one called?
Godzilla. I can't remember what it was called, but it was good.
It's not even that long ago.
Yeah.
Well, he's like he has a lot of red in him and stuff, right? Oh man.
Yeah.
Shin Godzilla?
Shin Godzilla, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what that was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. We're sitting there talking. Sorry, Prophet.
Oh, it's all right, man. It's all right.
He's like, it's just Godzilla. I could skip on that.
Yeah. Everything working now?
Yeah, everything's working. Maybe A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, I could do that.
That's a good one.
That's
I wasn't even thinking about that, but then you mentioned, yeah, that's a good one.
Or there's
And that'll
also
be,
Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Oh yeah.
I already watched that. I've already watched Scrooged, Christmas Story, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Elf.
Could take it to the horror place and go with Black Christmas.
It's another classic.
Isn't
You know
there?
what I've been appreciating a lot more is Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah, that's
That is fucking hilarious.
It
man.
is. It's funny. That's
like one of the only times I really appreciate him.
Yeah. And what's your name?
So fucking good.
Is it Amy Smart or Elizabeth Smart or something?
Yeah. Oh, Amy Smart. Yeah.
Wow, she's
Amy Smart is just she's a total knockout for sure.
God bless her and Crank too.
As Kid with Kung Fu Grips would say, she's the bee's knees.
Bad Santa is another option.
Yeah.
Bad Santa 2.
Well, I thought we were doing Warm and Fuzzy, so I was kind of not sure about those type.
Yeah, true enough.
Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa.
But yeah, Bad Santa is fucking amazing, man. It does not get the credit it deserves.
I mean, as far as our generation is concerned, I think the most iconic version of A Christmas Carol has to be Scrooged, right?
Yeah. Bill Murray, he definitely holds the crown for our generation.
What about
they were trying to get the antlers on the mouse, and Bill Murray's like, "Have you tried Staples?"
Yeah.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
With Buster Poindexter as the cab driver ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
full of greatness?
Yeah, A Christmas Carol. I've always liked that.
Well, there's just so many versions of it. You know what I mean?
Well, I like them all so far.
The Scrooge stories, it's been told like a million times.
Yes. I remember the old. I watched the old one. Like it's really like black and white. Like I don't know if.
Well, I mean, if we're going into black and white times, It's a Wonderful Life is like that's the top of the food chain. I think
Right. Yeah, that goes right to the top of the list.
Slightly less old and in color, A Miracle on 34th Street was a huge one when I was younger.
Yeah.
About the mall Santa, like in court, proving he's the real Santa.
Yeah. I am the real Santa. You're not the real Santa. You smell of beef and cheese.
That's bullshit. Why would the real Santa not smell like that?
Makes no sense.
Yeah. People leave summer sausage and cheese out there. Some crackers.
Well, I mean, those holiday. You remember those holiday gift packs your parents used to get when we were kids?
Yeah,
they had like the sausage and the cheese and the crackers and.
They're good.
I look forward to that shit. My mom always looked at it like, "Oh, well, here's that crap again," and I'd be like, "Let me get it. Let me add it."
Yeah. Summer sausage is like so fucking good.
Yep.
Right? It's like you just crack that thing open, throw it on a platter, and you've got snacks for your Christmas. We used to eat that when the parade was on in the morning.
Yeah, it's like a classy Lunchables, like.
Right? Like you imagine, this is what the wealthy have on their.
Right. Ooh,
it was the high class Lunchables.
Right.
Right? Like, oh my God, you can spread this cheese.
Oh, that cheese with the is it like chopped up nuts around it or something?
Yeah.
Some of them had it, but it always had like this pinkish red swirl in the orange.
Uh-huh.
Like, I miss that cheese. Now I want to go find that cheese. Damn it, that shit was good.
Cheeses you can't pronounce.
Hey, you're not far from Wisconsin. You shouldn't have trouble finding that cheese. No.
I suppose I am a little closer than you.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you have a boat.
I got one of them car boats, man. I just don't know if I have enough gas, if the gas will last all the way to get across.
Well, you just bring a few, you bring a couple 5-gallon tanks extra.
All of a sudden, a giant thunderstorm comes out of nowhere. Oh, shit.
Well, it's a lake. It's not like you're getting hit with a tsunami.
Fix a sail to it.
I don't know, man. The little lakes over here, like St. Clair, it's a big lake, but it's not a Great Lake, and it cuts through the Great Lakes from the Detroit River to the Huron. And I've been on Lake St. Clair, and oh my God, I swore it was like a hurricane. It was scary. Everything was green. Waves were fucking high as fuck.
That's a sad story, man. The story of the hurricane.
The hurricane.
The man the authorities came to claim.
No.
He was put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world.
Oh.
No Bob Dylan lyrics just going over heads now.
Okay. I got it now. Well, what about the wrestler? There's a hurricane coming.
That's an even more tragic story than the boxer.
And his sidekick.
That was the time when Vince McMahon was like, "Look how stupid our audience is." Like, really, dude? I don't know if I'm more offended that you thought we believe in a superhero, or that you got the tiniest guy in your locker room to do it.
Yeah, he took whatever time they'd give him.
What did I miss?
Did you watch SmackDown Friday?
I watched some highlights.
You see Randy Orton at the end?
An LA Knight coming to his rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me talk to you. Yeah. I need an LA Knight figure, man.
Perfect mix of The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
When CM Punk came back and he held the mic, he said, "You guys never stop chanting," and then held the mic up waiting for the audience to chant CM Punk.
Yeah.
I was hoping beyond hope that they would shout LA Knight instead, just to make the guy cry. I am not a Punk fan.
Because he's a punk, right?
Because he's an egomaniac asshole. In the mind of us egomaniacs, there's only room for one.
Oh.
We don't like other people that think they're as important as we are.
So you got this guy, huh?
Oh, he's a great figure, man. I like him a lot. He's great.
I'm playing the long game with those. I want him and Ripper, but ever since all these damn clearance things been going on, I'm just kind of waiting.
Yeah.
I did put it in order today. Everything that I have on the way right now, I have the sticker sheet for Curtis's bike. I have Low Light coming. I got him cheap on Amazon.
Nice.
I've got a scale garbage can coming. The one with the wheel and the lid. Like what's in my alley right now. Then I got from Ringside Collectibles 2 10-packs of folding chairs. So I'll have 20 more folding chairs to add to my already. I have 40 of them. So
on Amazon, I saw a lot of WWE stuff for sale. Like
Well, the
Tyson
idea with the folding chairs for me is I want to be able to like set up a ring surrounded with folding chairs and have like all of the Cobra Army in the chairs watching the match.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Because I still want to do that video on who did the better wrestling figure, G.I. Joe or Mattel, Hasbro or Mattel, right? Where I put the classified version of Sergeant Slaughter up against the Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan.
Oh, dang, yeah. Show you something real quick.
Could have all the Joes getting mad at Sergeant Slaughter for being an Iraqi sympathizer.
You just don't know.
Ah, she arrived.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very cool, man. If I collected the smaller figures, I would want one.
Yes.
It is awesome.
Now I just got to figure out how to make a bigger one.
Well, all you have to do is rub the underside and it'll grow.
Hot Toys is gonna do one, but it might not come out for another 6 years. They always do that shit.
Yeah.
Right, but and on top of that, it'll be 1/6. It won't be 1/12.
No. Pre-Vizsla, nice.
Yes, that's a figure I want for sure.
Yeah.
See the Dark Saber?
The original Darksaber with all the
Now,
light
why
on it.
doesn't he have a hole in his stomach where Maul stabbed him?
Yeah, he hasn't been stabbed yet.
Pre-stab?
Actually, he had his head cut off.
Yeah, he did, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he had his
Well,
head
that's
cut
right, he did.
Sweet.
off. Cartoon for kids.
Yeah, well, you know, a lot of like things for kids back in the day were kind of adult.
Oh, my bad. I forgot.
I mean, if you remember, Ghostbusters was marketed towards kids,
Yeah.
and Dan Aykroyd got a blowjob from a ghost in that.
Yeah.
And Bill Murray was rapey as all hell.
Oh my God, yes, with his own student, no less. Right in the beginning, they introduce him.
That was so funny, though. He kept zapping her boyfriend.
Oh no, that guy wasn't a boyfriend.
He was getting pissed.
Yeah, he was just a different volunteer.
Yeah.
He couldn't hang.
Yeah. He had the right answer and shit almost all the time. Still got zapped.
But hey, you know what? I don't really condemn, Bill Murray's character. I don't condemn Peter Venkman for that. Because, women lie to us to get our shit all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything about a woman is a lie.
Certainly
right?
wasn't
That's
the
not
worst
her
thing.
hair. She's got a weave. That's not her complexion. She's got makeup on. That's not her legs and ass. She's wearing heels. Those aren't her boobs. She's wearing a push-up bra. Everything about a woman's appearance is a lie.
Yeah. This is true. That's not your nipple. You put a ring in it. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
If you have
That's
to
like one of the
repeat,
dumbest
yeah.
things you can do. I remember a friend of mine had his nipple pierced, and then he got it ripped out in a fight.
Yikes.
That's why I never, no way.
I had mine done and I fucking bled all the way home. I was on the train and then I bled probably for like 2 days. Like it was so freaking annoying. It never actually healed right. I got a big keloid, so I have like a third nipple now.
Dang.
Nice. I've heard that's good luck.
Who's the Prince Albert's even worse.
Ooh, yeah, that I will never ever.
There are people peeing 3 different ways and shit.
I've had plenty of piercings, but that one, no, thank you.
So what if we just did 3 movies and then dedicate one night to Christmas specials?
Yeah, I like that. Well, wait, where's this gonna fall now? Because today's the 3rd already.
Yeah. So do you want to do Sunday nights? I think Sunday nights I purposely would think would be better.
My calendar's not fucking popping up.
Because that way, because
I mean, Sunday's easier for me because I get out of work at 5 on Sundays.
So we got 3 Sundays then: 10th, 17th, and the 24th.
we could do the 30th too, because technically everybody still does Christmas movies and stuff during.
Yeah, we could.
I mean, we did our last Halloween banger after Halloween, so you know. Besides, I kind of view the holiday, break up until New Year's.
Yeah.
All right, so we could do the 31st.
And then.
Yeah, because then we could show off our Christmas stuff and have something to talk about.
Well, wait a minute. What do you guys do?
And you know what? If we make the first one the Christmas specials, right? If we do the Christmas specials as the first one, then we can just, pick like 3 different Christmas specials and come on and talk about them, and just no trivia that first night.
Right.
We'll only do trivia for the movies.
Yeah.
And that'll give me time to get people's questions and make the cards and shit.
Do you guys what do you guys do Christmas Day, like afternoon? Are you guys still like going out to like relatives or throwing dinner parties for your relatives, or is it just like nothing but kind of a boring day to sit around and watch?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is for me. We usually do stuff the night before with family.
I mean, we could maybe do one on Christmas afternoon or early evening or something.
I wouldn't want to, because I like to just lounge around.
Yeah, Christmas is that's a lazy day for me.
Yeah.
But we could show off all the good stuff we got.
Well, that works for some.
I'd be like, I got this and I got this, and they were all from Santa Claus, which means me.
And my cookies were still there in the morning. I don't know what happened. My burnt cookies. He didn't take them.
He said they weren't vegan.
Right. That would be what I would show as what I got. Yeah. I'd be like, well, here you go, guys. I have milk and cookies. Because Santa didn't come. That's what I got for Christmas.
You want the milk and cookies? That's a great bit by what's Bernie Mac?
Mm-hmm.
The milk and cookies.
Apparently, being an arms dealer selling weapons to both sides keeps you on the naughty list.
Don't exactly fare well with the old man.
No, Santa's not bringing me anything. Although one year he did bring the feds to my door.
What about Wish You a Merry Christmas? Should we sing Christmas carols on one of them?
Oof.
Only if you want to get copywritten.
Oh, yeah.
But aren't some of those so old they're not under that?
Some of them are, but they'll just be like, oh, well, Mariah Carey did an updated version. So, yeah.
Oh,
You now owe MGM $15,000.
Right. And I think Mariah Carey owes the entire world an apology. Well, maybe not the entire world, but everyone who's ever worked in retail.
Right.
You know how many times I've had to listen to that damn song of hers?
I love
and
her
on loop.
album. But I never had to work in retail neither.
All I want for Christmas is a fucking mute button.
All I know is since she came out, I wanted to bang her. That's all I know.
And that's the second most annoying Christmas song of all time. The first goes to Barbara Streisand's Jingle Bell Rock.
Oh, yeah. I can agree with that.
Jesus Christ, that song is terrible.
I really don't like any of her songs at all.
Babuda.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
My top Christmas would be like, what's that hippopotamus joint? I like that one. I like the Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh, yeah.
And that's probably it, like for my top.
My favorite Christmas song of all time is the Ukrainian Bell Carol.
I like
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with that.
But I have to say, all the music in Guardians, the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special is top shelf, man. Every last song.
Dude, that's like one of my favorite. It's new. It's one of my favorite things to watch right now. I've watched it a couple times during the year.
It's fantastic, man. It's one of those things that I'm gonna have to pirate because I got rid of Disney Plus.
Mm.
I mean, they more than doubled the cost.
Yeah, they did. You can get a basic though now. I think for what was it? Yeah, $9.99 or $5.99. But yeah, the only thing I watch on there is the Star Wars shows, and if they're not on, it's like pointless. I'm just paying for nothing.
Right? For me, it was Star Wars and Marvel, but it's so hit or miss.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They keep trying to shove agendas into movies and shit, and I'm tired.
It's
really did you
bad.
see about Bob Iger and Elon Musk?
What happened?
Bob
well,
Iger,
basically, Elon Musk publicly said, and I quote, Bob Iger can go fuck himself.
he was in the audience too.
I love
he was
Elon
trying
Musk.
to get he was trying to basically bully him into like censoring people
Oh, okay.
by threatening to pull ads and shit. And Musk is like, fuck you, I don't need your money.
Yeah. He was like, and he went off on why their company's all fucked up.
Right? And it was hilarious because the interview was like, what? And he's like, he can go fuck himself. He like repeated every word, like it clear.
Yeah.
It was so good, man.
Yeah.
I gotta look for that.
Yeah, Musk makes it really hard for me not to like him.
I love him. I don't care what people say.
Honestly, like,
Yeah,
the
he
left
makes
is
it hard
crazy, right? Because they're all about like, the environment and green energy, and nobody's doing more for the environment than Musk. No
Right.
one on this whole fucking planet. But they hate him because he's not a fucking leftist.
Yep.
It's like, damn. God forbid someone thinks differently than you, huh?
Yep.
I think everyone should have their own opinion.
Oh, also when he said that, like, they lost like within the first would they say like 10 or 15 minutes, they lost like 25,000 subscribers, like that.
Mhm.
When he said that, Disney was just, and it kept dropping. I don't know how far it dropped, but they lost a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, well, Iger's an idiot, man.
Watch Elon Musk, because they're thinking about selling Star Wars. I guess
I could see that.
I hope Elon Musk buys it because he is a Star Wars fan.
I mean, honestly, I would love George Lucas to buy it back. I want George Lucas to give Star Wars the Saban treatment, right?
Yeah.
Well, I bet you that's
Saban
what
sold Power Rangers to Disney. Disney failed with it, and Saban bought it back for like 1/10 of what he sold it for.
Yeah.
I think if Elon Musk bought it, he would hire and put George Lucas completely in.
Oh, I think if Elon Musk bought it, because Elon's smart, right? Elon's like, he's got his finger on the pulse.
Yeah.
He just doesn't care if he offends people, right?
Right.
But I think if Elon got his hands on it, like Jon Favreau would instantly be hired to show run all of Star Wars.
Yeah.
He'd have him and what's his name?
Because that's what went wrong with Disney Star Wars is Favreau left.
Yeah.
Because of Kennedy.
Yep.
Yeah, he was
Kennedy. She looks like a troll.
What were you gonna say? Too many?
No, I was just saying, yeah, Favreau was definitely onto something, and they ruined it again. So
Right. It's almost a shame that The Mandalorian did so well.
Right.
Because had it not done so well, Kennedy wouldn't have felt the need to get her fingerprints all over it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know Favreau left. When did this happen?
Before the end of the last season. Like he was having problems with Kennedy while filming season 3.
Yeah.
He finished it up and then he left, like right after it launched.
Yeah. And I think who did what was that series before Andor? Not damn, I'm losing my thought here. I know it was something that he was supposed to do, and then they gave it over to someone else. Oh, the Obi-Wan show. He was supposed to have a little more control over that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's there was like conflict because they didn't want to have another. You know, they had Mandalorian and Grogu, and they did with Obi-Wan. You know, Obi and little Leia. You know, and it was like conflict of interest for Favreau, and I think he stepped away from it. Because he didn't want to have that same like protector and child type of storyline.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the best thing about that show was the young Leia performance.
Yeah, she was great. I did like Obi-Wan overall, but yeah,
they had good parts in it, which was probably parts that Favreau had already
his fingers on. Yeah,
and they just kind of cut.
There was just too much crap in it that made no sense at all, right? They had to weaken Obi-Wan. Oh, Obi-Wan shut himself off from the Force. Really? Why would Obi-Wan do that while he's supposed to be protecting Luke? Yeah. Made no fucking sense. And then the fucking main villain, the what's her name? Darth hipster chick. I don't know. What the fuck is her name? The Reyna or whatever?
Yeah.
It's like, first off, why is she mad at the Jedi when the Sith are the ones that came in there and wiped her and her friends out?
Yeah.
Right? And second, like,
she got stabbed twice too, right?
She makes her story arc makes no sense at all. None.
I kind of like the story arc because I see it from her point of like as a child seeing it happen. She wasn't really comprehending who the bad guy was, just the good guy wasn't helping her, So I kind of see.
She knew that Anakin Skywalker was Darth Vader.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like the Jedi.
Rather than be mad at the guy who did the actual killing, you side with him against the people who weren't there to protect you. That's nonsense.
But it was to kill him ultimately. Right, that was her goal.
That was a dumbass plan to kill him.
and then the Inquisitor, the head Inquisitor, they didn't make him look anything like what he should have looked like.
Oh yeah,
but they can't say it because they tried to say it was because it was live action. But I'm like, in episode 3, they had his kind, and when Obi-Wan goes to do the final battle with Grievous.
Yeah.
They land, that guy comes out, and he's the same species. Mm-hmm. And he had the more pointed head and everything. He looked just like the cartoon character, basically. So
yeah, well, the actor that played that role, he's an odd-shaped guy.
Yeah.
Right? He played the mouth of Sauron in the deleted scenes from Return of the King.
Uh-huh.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it's a damn good deleted scene. I don't know why they deleted it. I've seen it in the extended cut.
Yeah, but that was like fucking 80 hours of that shit anyway. They had to do something.
Yeah, but that was just that scene was just too well done, man.
Yeah.
When he tosses Frodo's mithril shirt to Aragorn.
Yeah, that was so cold, man.
Like, oh my God, bro. You just see Aragorn's face just. And you got to give credit to Viggo Mortensen for his amazing performance in that.
He's top of the charts, man. I don't know what happened to him, man, but he's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the only other movie I can think he was in that History of Violence movie.
History of Violence, which was amazing. Oh, you got to see.
He was in Hidalgo, which was like a horse racing across the desert movie.
He's in this one movie, man. He has a on-screen fight, like butt naked with some other dude, and it's so crazy. Oh man, what is the name of that one? Let me look.
I saw one of those in person once. No, it was hilarious because, like, all right, so we were all over at my friend Don's house waiting for him to get out of the shower, and we were sitting in his living room waiting. Well, one of the guys that was with us, Marty, like Don didn't like him. Don had like a beef with him. So when Don came out of the shower and saw Marty in his house, he was like, "Get the hell out of my house!" And Marty's like, "What are you gonna do? You're in a towel." And Don came down and fought Marty in a towel. Within minutes, the towel was off, and Don was butt naked and just whooping the shit out of Marty. And all Marty could do was try and like hold Don's like middle section away from him to try and not get touched by penis.
Wow.
It was the funniest fight I've ever seen.
Eastern Promises, this one, man. It is so good. Definitely watch that if you can find it somewhere.
I'll have to check it out because I do appreciate Viggo Mortensen. I think he's
fantastic. He is such a badass in that. He's like I won't tell you the plot because it's pretty dense, but yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, he's one of the best things about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Do you think Peter Jackson would do a good Star Wars movie?
I wish he would.
I think he would. I do think he would.
Yeah.
But I think Peter Jackson's just an overall a pretty damn good director.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Even his King Kong movie was good.
I was just about to say that.
Hell, one of my favorite horror movies of all time is his The Frighteners.
Frighteners, yeah, with Michael J. Fox.
That movie's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw that he had the Witch Kings from Lord of the Rings. In Frighteners, you could see where he got like the framework for doing those effects and stuff.
Yes, with Gary Busey's kid.
Yeah. It was like, oh shit, man. It was direct almost translation.
Right. What a great villain he was, too.
Yeah.
When I got back from Bosnia for a year, we got back like a day or two before Christmas or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first 3 movies I saw was Frighteners, Scream, and that one with Mark Wahlberg where he was the crazy boyfriend and Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, that was so good. What was that?
I just remember the part where she's looking through the eye.
I think it was just called Fear.
Yeah, on a Ferris wheel when he was like fingering her and shit.
Yeah, like when he came up to the door and she was looking at him through the people.
Right. That was shortly after he did the movie The Big Hit.
Yeah.
Which has one of my favorite lines in all of movie history. Because there was the black member of their crew who had sworn off women after he discovered masturbating.
Mm-hmm.
And he says he's after Mark Wahlberg's complaining about his love life, he's like, I don't know why y'all keep fucking with these bitches when straight jacking saves you that mad cream.
Mark Wahlberg, man, he's such a one-note guy. Oh, Marcos, what up? But he's really good.
Fighting on here. What the fuck?
Oh, he must be talking about my story about Don and Marty fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, M3, why aren't you in here?
Yeah.
Even better question. He's probably hungover.
Probably. Or he's probably already.
Well, what do you suppose he's hungover?
The toilet?
Praying to the porcelain god. I swear I'll never do this again. Just make it stop.
He's hung over the railing.
Bent over the barrel.
He's getting pegged. He's a cuck. See, that won't make him get on.
No,
you know, it's kind of funny because every day I drive on my way to work. I drive past SeatGeek Stadium. It used to be where the Chicago Fire played. It used to be Toyota Park.
Okay.
But they've got like these little like flags for like bands that have played there along the street. And one of them is Peg Boy.
Oof.
And I'm like, what kind of fucking name is Peg Boy?
Dang.
Right? And then I look it up. Two of the band members are one of my childhood friends' older brothers.
What?
I'm like, what the fuck? I know these guys?
You know a Peg Boy. Oh, I just found out today there's a place in the UK called Cockermouth. I was watching
What?
some fucking show, and she's like, and they're like, "Oh, where you from?" And she's like, "Cockermouth," and everyone's like, "What?" And then she's like, "Yeah, Cockermouth." And I looked it up. It's a dead ass place.
Wow.
Damn.
I bet they get a lot of male visitors.
Yeah.
I would have just said I'm from England. Just outside of London or something. But
You know, when I used to wait tables, I used to use a British accent for better tips. And the reason was because this guy Paul worked there, and he was from England as well, and he always got crazy good tips just because of his accent.
you know, when you just said that, first picture popped in my mind is like Tim Curry in a tuxedo with a waiter tray carrying all the drinks.
No, I used more of a Liverpool accent because I was a Beatles fan, so my English accent came from the Beatles.
Oh wow!
So it was like, hello, my name is Eric. I'll be a waiter. Can you get you something to drink?
Oh, I love grapes.
Right, and I had the problem was I'd have like girls like leaving me their numbers and shit. It's like, man, I can't call any of them.
That's
What am I
not
gonna
a
take
problem,
the
my
British
friend.
accent forever?
Just make it a short night.
Right? Yeah, I've never been that kind of guy. You know, I've never been the kind of guy to use them and leave them.
TYPE, I'm that type of guy. You guys remember that song? Oh, Cool J?
What is it?
I'm that type of guy.
Oh yeah.
Doom, doom, doom. So
Are you saying that you're down with OPP?
The worst songs ever.
Yes, you know, sometimes I wondered how things got popular.
Yeah.
Are you down with OPP?
That's one of them.
Yeah, Mama said I'll knock you out.
Right. I remember like when I was a kid, if you were in class or whatever and you wanted to get a rise out of your teacher, all you'd have to do was say, "Are you down with OPP?" And all the boys in the class would yell, "Yeah, you know me." Dumbass trend. The song just should have been titled "Are You a Home Wrecker?"
Basically, yeah. Do you like venereal diseases? Yeah, you know me.
But that's not even the first song about that sort of shit, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember that one song, "Love the One You're With." And if you can't be with the one you love the one you're with.
It's basically just a settling song.
Right? Like if you're on vacation and your bitch ain't with you, just fuck whoever's there.
Hey, turn up.
Well, what is that one song where the guy writes to the local newspaper looking for a date? And he reads an article of a woman who was into the same shit. Like, it's that if you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Billy Joel.
Like, I don't know how I would react in that situation because it turns out the girl he was trying to cheat on his girl with was his girl.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, how do you react? It's like, well, yeah, you're kind of what I was after, but you were out here trying to cheat on me.
Right.
They're playing roles. Spicing up their, you know what?
Yeah, you know, all the best music though is it seems to be about like relationships, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although my favorite song of all time is not about relationships.
What's that?
Which one?
Dust in the Wind by Kansas.
Dust in the wind.
Yeah, just dust in the wind.
Yeah, we're all just insignificant.
Pick some funky dicks and I'll take pretty mama by the hand. Take by the hand, pretty mama.
You know, we were talking about that at work the other day, like songs that just that are uplifting. Like you're in a bad mood and you hear it, and all of a sudden your bad mood's gone.
Yeah.
For me, it was Hall & Oates. That one from Hall & Oates. That what I want you got, and it might be hard to have. That song.
Anytime you hear that first fucking few notes of that song, you're like, "Yep, this is good."
Right? You can't help but get into a good mood. It's just so happy and uplifting.
If you was a girl, you'd be at the bar going, "This is my song. This is my song."
Right? Standing on the table, then falling down and breaking your ankle.
Yeah, spilling your drink all
Having
over
to be
the-
carried out by your friends while you're vomiting on their shoes.
Hold my hair, hold my hair. But you got like a short haircut. Hold my hair. Ooh, that one smelled.
Right? But you know, there is some Christmas music that is royalty free.
Yeah,
Right? You
gotta
just
find
have to
that
make
one.
sure you're using the right versions of it.
Why am I such a misfit? Remember that song?
Who's that?
That's the Land of Misfit Toys and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't remember that. I don't remember those having music at all.
Just because my nose
Except for
glows
Frosty the
white.
Snowman and
Or
Rudolph
when
the
I
Red-Nosed Reindeer. And I thought those were just like the title tracks.
Ba-rum-pum-pum-pum.
Why do I not remember any songs from those other than the title tracks?
Wow.
Like they were musical, right? Weren't they?
Yeah. Yep.
Didn't even like some like a Yeti even had like a song and dance number, didn't they?
Even the Yeti's
Yeah.
got a tune.
Everybody wants a Kurt in the box.
Now I do remember watching those Rankin Bass cartoons every single year, though.
Yeah. Every single year. You was all excited.
You know, but back then it was like people barely had VCRs, you know?
Oh yeah, that's I remember watching on black and white TVs. And I was really young.
Like 15-inch TVs.
Yep.
Oh, the good old days.
Back when TVs were really heavy too.
Yeah. Full
Yeah,
box.
for me, my best Christmas from my childhood memories is 1982.
G.I. Joe?
Well, because here's why, right? My mother and my aunts, they always like fought on the holidays because my aunt is kind of was kind of a braggart, right? One of those people, no matter what you've done, she did it better. No matter what you got, she got a better version. You know, one of those people, right? You're like, oh, I went hang gliding. And she'll be like, oh, well, I went skydiving. You know, fucking one of those people. But so my mother had told her what she was getting for me and my Uncle Robert, who was only 2.5 years older than me.
Uh-huh.
And then my aunt went and bought the exact same things. Right? But little did they realize that it was going to work out perfectly, because my mother had gotten my Uncle Robert every single G.I. Joe vehicle that had released that year. So the Vamp, the Flak Cannon, the laser the big laser artillery cannon came with Grand Slam,
Mm.
the jetpack jump, and all the figures that we didn't have yet. And then my aunt and then my mother had bought me those little. You remember the Star Wars, the die-cast little miniature figures with the little. They had Hoth, they had Bespin, and they had the Death Star and the Millennium Falcon and X-wing and a TIE fighter.
Yep.
So my mother had gotten me all of that. So then when my aunt showed up with duplicate stuff, Robert and I just traded, and then we each got everything. All the Star Wars and all the G.I. Joe.
Nice. Yeah, 82 was a good 82 was a good Christmas year.
Yeah, that first year for G.I. Joe, there was barely any Cobra, though. Like, all they had out for Cobra that first year was the officer, the Cobra Trooper, who was named Cobra the Enemy.
Yep.
And Cobra Commander. And then they had the Viper Glider, which was just this styrofoam glider.
I remember it, bro. Everybody's always broke all the time. They'd get me.
They had to keep reusing those molds.
Yeah, they weren't made to last. But, if I'd known then what I know now, you could just go get a new piece of styrofoam and cut it to the same shape, and you're good to go.
Yeah. People be.
But it was more about having the figure and the backpack that plugged into the styrofoam than the foam itself. And that was they had released the Grunt in the beige uniform with the G.I. Joe version of it. But yeah, it was Cobra. Well, Cobra hadn't put me out yet. That's why they didn't have any vehicles yet.
Right. When did the Sears Cobra layer come out? That cardboard?
I think that was I think it was early. I think it was it might have been 82. First Christmas. You're talking about the Cobra Missile Command headquarters, right? The cardboard thing that came with Cobra Commander.
Yeah, you could only get it like at Sears or whatever.
Yeah, I think that was 82 because I think it was in the Sears catalog that year's Christmas. Yeah, looking through the wish book was like a every year thing that I loved when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, that was a big part of Christmas. Going through the ads, going through all those the Toys R Us ads, the Kmart.
We used to cut them out and set them up like they were the actual toy and shit.
K&B and all.
Right, you'd grab that catalog and go sit down next to your mother, look at it right next to her, trying to pretend you weren't trying to make her see what you wanted.
Well, I would sit there and circle everything that I wanted, and I'd put it back there, right where the papers were.
I would just hold the page open and would point to something and gasp at it until she looked.
And
she'll pick up on this shit.
In 1980 Christmas, one of the things my mom picked me up was that the Alien toy figure that stood, I don't know, I think it was like 12 inches or something, or maybe a little bit bigger than that. But you grab the back of its head and you pull the trigger and its shit would come out. And the skull part in the front glowed in the dark, and it was like really freaking cool. And then I took it in for show and tell right after Christmas, right? And my teacher was looking at it. She's like, dang, this is really detailed. And then I'm looking and I see it actually had a penis on it. and I was I'm like 6 years old, like I'm like, oh, I didn't know what to do. I was trying to be quiet about it.
I
My
think they
Christmas
re-released those
1980.
recently.
Yeah,
What I remember from Christmas 1980, I got all. You remember those Hoth play sets?
Oh,
yes.
man.
For the figures where you'd push buttons and little bits of ice would blow up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they had the cardboard AT-AT walker with the little lift on the back so you could have Luke raise up and blow it up.
Yeah.
Well, I got all of those Hoth play sets and 8 each of the Snow Troopers and Rebel Hoth Troopers.
Oh, damn.
Along with Rebel Han and Luke and Darth Vader.
I think I got a lot of Empire Strikes Back figures that year.
Yeah, you would have been the house to go to.
Yeah, that Darth Vader with the lightsaber that slid up out of his arm.
Yeah. I had that like probably before, like in 79 or beginning of 80 or something like that. Like for my birthday.
Yeah, my mom was cool about that sort of stuff. You know, she knew what were troopers and what were characters. And she knew if I wanted to have a snow battle, I would need multiples of the troopers.
In 1980, I got an X-Wing, I got Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, and I got the Death Star. You know, the big Death Star with the orange trash compactor.
Yeah, I thought I got that in 79.
Maybe I got it maybe it was 79 I got that. It might have been.
I just remember that the Christmas that Empire Strikes Back came out, I got all of the Hoth stuff. And that was 80 for sure. But I did have that desktop playset with the trash compactor.
Yeah.
All the foam that was in the trash compactor.
Yep.
Crank down on it until it burst the door open.
Yeah, I got mine. It's right over there.
You still have the foam for the trash compactor?
No, I don't have the foam.
What about the little rubber monster?
No, I had to buy a replacement for it. And those rubber monsters are fucking expensive, so I got like a 3D printed. Other than that, everything else is pretty much original. I got to fix the gun on it, though.
I mean, the cardboard that you would slide into the outside of it, like that shit was fucking fragile.
Yep. Oh, that's replaced too, but it looks just like the original. But I mean, like the rest part of the plastic, all other plastic stuff there. I even have the original rope for the swinging across the thing. It's not a rope; it's like a piece of plastic.
Nice. I think that retractable bridge was the first thing I broke on mine.
It was cool, but it was, if you actually look at it, it's all backwards. Like with the trap door, that should be like somewhere else. I watched this guy who on YouTube.
Well, but you know, the desktop PlayStation playset was far better than what they put out for the Empire Strikes Back. That fucking Star Destroyer playset.
Yeah.
Like, really? Vader's fucking chambers on the bridge of the ship? Like, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah. I saw this guy on YouTube. He bought like 9, I can't remember if it was 9 or 12 of those Death Stars, and he put them together and they went all the way around. It was really cool. And then some of them he took and he like made them into other things, like the levels into like other.
Yeah, I believe I saw that video too.
Yeah.
You know, the Star Destroyer playset was a triangle too. Someone might have been able to do the same thing with that.
Yeah.
They should have priced those less, man. It would have been better, but They were too expensive. I was like, nah.
Earlier this year, I bought the Power of the Force of the holding cell hallway.
Oh, I had that place. That thing was awesome.
Yeah. I was like, dang, this is pretty cool. I need to get another one and extend it to make it longer. But yeah.
Yeah, it had all the little cameras that they had to shoot out.
Yep.
That's one of my favorites. One of my favorite bits of dialogue in all of Star Wars. When they walk into that room and Chewie like throws the handcuffs off,
Yeah.
and Han yells, "Look out, he's loose!" Like, fucking Han.
Yeah.
What a great character.
Smart aleck, sarcasm, all together. Do you think a guy like me and a girl like
No.
no. He turns over to Chewie after he walks away. I must have touched something or something like that. I forgot what he exactly said. Get him all riled up like that.
Yeah, Harrison Ford's fantastic in that film.
Yeah.
Although now with all the delays, it's not likely that we'll see him in Marvel after all.
Yeah, right?
I mean, the guy's old, man.
They need to hit the reset button on that big time.
I heard
they should skip all their plans up to, then just go straight to Secret Wars so that they can reboot the universe in a soft way.
They should just move on to something altogether. I think like Infinity War should have been like just the coup de grace, and then they should have just started in with new characters or new timelines, whatever. Like, stop trying to.
They should just cut. Yeah, they should start over and cut out and start with like X-Men,
Fantastic Four. Like now they have a whole new bag,
and you could start bringing in characters.
Right. The only good thing about the Marvels,
right? Like so fucking tired, man. It's like just move on.
Yeah. You can have Thor show up every once in a while or something in a movie of the X-Men or something.
I think at the end of the day, the problem is when the MCU first started up, you had, one man's vision, right, that held it all together. And now it's a committee that has to check a lot of boxes before they're allowed to put something out.
Yeah.
Sony's got a bunch that are getting ready to come out. Marvel.
I'm sorry you broke up a little. What did you say?
I said Sony's got a bunch of Marvel movies getting ready to come out next year or two.
Yeah, but that Madam Web looks like garbage.
Yeah, I never even knew that was like in production. I was just talking to my friend. Like there was that, the Ghostbusters, Planet of the Apes, and Furiosa. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, I had no idea any of these were even in production. And it's like a movie already. Like,
I sent you that Planet of the Apes. You're like, I didn't know this was going on. Like,
well, I knew they were doing Furiosa for a while.
Yeah, I had no idea.
As long as that guy is in control, as long as George is the one in control of the Mad Max universe, I think it'll be good.
Yeah. But like, a whole crop of like trailers came in, and I'm just like, wow, like what is going on with the world? Like, I don't know anything about any of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, a lot of stuff just popped up because the actor strike just ended, right?
Yeah, they couldn't really promote it and stuff, but
isn't there another Godzilla movie coming out? And like,
I thought it was just a TV show, the Apple show.
I thought
it's crazy, and this might trigger some people in the chat. I don't know. It looks like it's just Lone.
Kong and Godzilla, I think.
But I can't wait to watch that movie Lady Ballers.
Yeah, that's the one. I think Marco sent me that trailer, and it looks fucking hilarious.
Right? It kind of reminds me of like comedies of the late 80s, early 90s, like your Dodgeball and stuff like that.
You ever see that one, Balls of Fury, about ping pong?
Yes, the ping pong.
Yes.
Man, so hilarious.
Yes.
So hilarious.
Wasn't it Christopher Walken in that movie?
Yep.
And the guy, man, he never took off. He was like a kind of in Jack Black's lane. I think that's why he got put under the rug. But he was funny, that fat guy in that.
Yeah, he kind of reminded me of as if you remember Revenge of the Nerds?
Yep, exactly.
The actor who played Booger?
Yep, exactly.
Like him. Booger and Jack Black had a baby.
Yep, that was him.
Yeah.
And I think for whatever reason he just didn't catch on, man, but he was good. The last
Although
I saw
my favorite role for Booger was Better Off Dead.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I just watched that not too long ago.
Oh, my favorite that has probably my all-time favorite joke from any movie ever. Because Lane's on the bridge thinking about committing suicide.
Yeah.
And Booger rolls up on his bike and convinces him not to, and then says, "Buck up, little camper," and pats him on the back, and he falls into a garbage truck.
Yep.
And as the garbage truck is driving, there's two black men working on a telephone pole. He waves at them, they wave back, and then the one says to the other, "It's a damn shame when people be throwing away a perfectly good white boy like that."
Yeah.
God, that's hilarious.
Oh shit.
That shit, yeah, that was like Better Off Dead. It's a weird ass comedy, but it's funny.
Yeah. I want my $2.
His little brother, like, ordering the shit off the cereal boxes and having it all actually work.
Yeah.
Like he gets the book How to Pick Up Trashy Women, and his brother walks in and he's got a room full of prostitutes.
I gotta find out where it's streaming, man.
It's on I think Prime Video, I think is where I watched it.
Okay.
It's a great movie.
Yeah,
that same production company put out another movie like the very next year called One Crazy Summer.
Yep, I was just about to say that. Yep.
Yeah.
And it was nowhere as near as good as Better Off Dead, but it was still funny.
Yeah. Actually, Cusack was. I thought he was better than Demi Moore was in that. And supposedly that was like her breakout, like everybody wanted.
I mean, look, here's the thing, right? Any movie that depends too much on Bobcat Goldthwait for comedy is going to fail. I'm sorry.
What are you talking about?
In small doses, man. Small doses of Bobcat.
Yeah, dude, he was great. He was great in Scrooged.
Yeah.
When he comes back,
but again, that's smaller doses, man.
He comes back with the shotgun. Boo! Boo! It's one of my favorite parts of the movie. Oh,
right. Well, his whole voice gimmick kind of works with the fucking
he's
the overworked assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good director.
He's really cool in like actual life too. I mean, when I was following him on Instagram and stuff, like he seemed like a really cool person, like where he's at right now in his life.
Yeah, he's a down to earth, like
yeah. If I could say that much, like I know him, but
yeah. But I remember first seeing him in Police Academy, and I was like, dude, what's wrong with this?
Like, what is
Well, wasn't it Police Academy 2? He wasn't in the first one, right?
Maybe it was 2.
he not? Those are movies all blend together for me, man.
Yeah.
They're just like I watched them all equally. Like I couldn't tell you shit about like which was which.
Yeah.
Well, because in the first one, the person that had the problem with their voice was the petite little black woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'd be.
And I loved it when Mahoney offered to teach Hightower to drive.
Yeah.
And he just rips out his front seat and sits in the back. That shit was amazing.
Who? Oh, what was the big dumb guy? Was it Stackhouse? Or
Yeah,
something?
Stackhouse.
The one that.
The like the kind of jarhead cop.
Yeah. He was fucking great too, man. But he was living with that dog or whatever.
Right. The first one was pretty good because I wasn't sick of Michael Winslow's shtick yet either.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was still new.
Like by the third one, I was like, could somebody please like just run him over?
Do you ever see High Spirits with what's his name in it from Police Academy?
Steve Gutenberg.
Yeah, Steve Gutenberg and Daryl Hannah.
Ooh, Daryl Hannah.
She's a ghost.
Well, come on, man. You're forgetting Liam Neeson.
He was in that.
Don't you remember he was the
Oh
ghost?
yeah.
Did you remember Daryl Hannah and the ghost lady switch places? Because Steve Gutenberg winds up with the ghost lady brought back to life. Remember?
Yeah.
I have to watch that again.
Because Daryl Hannah was the ghost lady.
Yeah.
And Steve Gutenberg was with what was it? Who's the actress? I'm gonna beat myself up if I don't look it up.
It's been a little while since I watched.
Oh, Lone said Tackleberry. Yeah, wait, let me Google Tackleberry.
Tackleberry. Yeah.
Yes, Tackleberry. That's it.
He's the one with the dog.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. But he did that one thing where like he grabbed the Crunch bar out of the garbage and there was like ants on it and he just wiped them off. He's like, nah, it's perfectly good.
You. Chocolate covered ants, eh? No. I keep hearing that whistle like thing in from Police Academy now.
Oh, it was Beverly D'Angelo, man. How do we not?
Oh.
Memories.
Wow.
Strong.
Well, it's been a while since I watched it, so.
Yeah, that was not a real standout.
Remember when we watched Clue? Were you there, Prophet?
Oh, Clue is such a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Remember we watched that when we were doing Sunday night movies?
And I have to give a lot of credit, in particular, to Leslie Ann Warren in that. That red dress was really something.
Yeah.
You guys remember?
And I'm a big fan of Madeline Kahn. So for me to say Madeline Kahn's in a movie and she's not the hottest one in it, like that's something.
We're on to something. Remember Night Shift with Michael Keaton and the Fonz?
Yes.
Yeah, Henry Winkler. Yeah, where they were morticians.
She was in it. Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, right? My friends and I, we had gone to the movie theater, but we were underage. So we bought tickets to the Muppet movie just so we could go into DC Cab and watch DC Cab instead.
Oh, wow.
Because Mr. T was in it, and there was a rumor we were going to see Dolly's titties.
Hopes were high.
Yeah.
And there were titties in it, but they weren't Dolly's.
Right.
Mr. T. He throws that hooker out of the back of the seat. This ain't no hotel. That was funny. I just got to get some money. Go get a job. This shit was funny the way he was. Did they have a TV series, TC Cab, too?
That I don't remember.
I have to look that up. I keep thinking of DC Follies, that puppet show.
They did have DC Follies, but I thought there was a DC Cab. It didn't do well.
TV series. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the Danny DeVito one. What was that one? Taxi.
Yeah.
Oh, Taxi was good.
Yeah, Taxi started a lot of careers.
Yeah. Because wasn't Who's the Boss in there? Or am I tripping?
Tony Danza.
He was, right? Yeah. Okay.
The hot
Yes,
chick.
Elton John. Elton John was in love with Tony Danza for a long time.
Oh wow.
Well, you remember he wrote a song about it.
No.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza. Right? That's how it goes, isn't it?
Wow.
Oh, you just broke me, bro. I ain't got time for that.
Rafa even sounded like that the character on In Living Color. I wrote a song about it. You want to hear it? Here it goes.
You like to hear it? Here it go.
Yeah. Hold me tighter, Tony Danza.
Right? That's what it always sounded like to me when I was a kid. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. No, but yeah, I mean, dude, Christopher Lloyd was in that.
Yes.
Yep.
He was great. He was a little crazy in there.
Andy Kaufman was in it. Like,
yeah.
What's his name? Alan Alda.
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't it Alan Alda?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I think so.
Who later went on to play Jeff Goldblum's father in Independence Day.
Oh, and Andy fucking what's his name?
Andy Kaufman.
Right, Andy Kaufman. Yeah, that guy is like fucking.
He's
so
died.
legendary. Like, let me see, who's that? Was it Alan Alda?
Here I come to save the day.
Yeah, that's what everyone seems to remember about Andy Kaufman's stand-up, his Mighty Mouse routine.
It's because it's like you go through like social media or YouTube, and that always pops up for some reason. Clips of him doing that.
Right. Honestly, I thought Jim Carrey should have at least got nominated for his portrayal in Man on the Moon.
Yeah, he did a great job.
But the Academy doesn't like Jim Carrey.
No.
Nah. I don't think they're like comedians in general.
Because they tend to be like, go F yourself. Pretty much.
Well, they tend to call Hollywood out on its weirdness in their comedy.
Yeah.
And Hollywood doesn't like being called out on their weirdness. I mean, just look what they did to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
That's a little different. Yeah, it's actually had a lot of fucking people shun.
You know, the only movie that I've seen that I know for sure was written and directed by Bobcat Goldthwait was that one where he's the clown. What was it? Shakes the Clown.
I remember that title, but I don't
remember it.
remember the movie. Let's see.
$1991 movie.
Call Me Lucky, Willow Creek, Crazy Summer.
Oh, it had Julie Brown in it too.
It's not even coming up in his top shit.
Do you remember that movie?
Oh yeah, Shakes the Clown. There it goes.
My Stepmom's an Alien.
Right. I just remember, and really all I remember about Shakes the Clown was they had like clown gangs versus mime gangs.
Oh wow. I don't remember that movie at all, but that sounds funny. You guys remember My Stepmom Was an Alien?
Yeah.
That was back when Kim Basinger was so hot it was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And that one girl that redhead that played in
I don't know, man. You know, it's funny because My Stepmother's an Alien was a movie about a woman who an alien woman that married a human man. And the most unbelievable thing about that movie was that Kim Basinger would be with Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, the daughter, that was the redhead from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and American Pie.
Allison Hannigan.
Yeah.
You know, I heard one time at band camp,
Yeah.
he stuck a flute somewhere that'll get you demonetized.
Yeah. Did you guys like the first American Pie?
I did, yeah. That's like a classic, man.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
We should do that for a watch.
We can do that on like 4th of July or something.
You know, I think a better movie in the same vein is Can't Hardly Wait.
That was okay.
I remember the name. I just can't really picture what it.
That was with the long neck chick, right? Love
Yeah,
Hewitt?
Jennifer.
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh wow, Jennifer Love Huge Tits.
But it had Seth Green in it as well. It was overall a pretty funny ass movie. But I mean, if we're talking the best movie that takes place on the last day of school, Dazed and Confused takes the cake for sure.
Yes, that's classic. You know how many times I watched that in Bosnia on tape? I watched that and Mallrats probably at least several times a week.
Superbad is up there too, because that, man, I remember I almost fucking died watching that one.
Which one is that one? Is that the
Superbad? The Superbad is like one of Jonah Hill's first movies.
Yeah.
Where the kid gets the fake ID with McLovin as his name, and the Seth Rogen and his cop partner basically torment him all night.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a second. I gotta let my dog out. She's gotta use the bathroom. Well, let's go.
Well, you know, I guess the bright side is we finally know the answer to the age-old question: who let the dogs out? Well, it was Curtis just now.
Kurt Kenobi did.
Let's go.
On December 3rd at 9:45.
There you have it. Yeah, I'm expecting at midnight to get hit with a charge from Hasbro Pulse.
What do you got coming?
The Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man figures.
Oh, nice.
And the Charlie Cox Matthew Murdock figure.
Okay. I like that Kingpin they put out. Those cards for the new Spider-Man figures threw me for a loop. I thought they were like old figures, and I was like, oh, that's just like old card backs. Like, those figures were good.
Right? Like, I'm thinking about picking up that Kingpin and just putting that D'Onofrio head on my comic book Kingpin body.
Yeah.
Because I went ahead and, for my Kingpin figure, my Marvel Legends Kingpin figure, I got a soft goods white suit for him.
Oh, nice.
So he's wearing like a white suit with a black shirt underneath. And whatchamacallit, purple tie and purple handkerchief in his pocket.
I wish they would re-release that again, man. I missed it, and I can't find them for less than like 120 or so. I don't.
Yeah, he's expensive, man. You know.
Yeah, I can't.
And the reason that I bought this, the reason that I bought the soft goods on him was because the Kingpin figure I wanted was the Builder figure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I missed out on that, and again, like you were saying, he was over $100.
Yeah.
So when the retro carded one came out, I bought him. Then I bought the soft goods suit for him and just cut the ascot off so it would lay on him right.
But you got to post some pictures or something, man. I like to see that because that's a really solid
it's a good looking suit too, man. It fits him well. And then I even have a black leather coat that goes over the top of it.
Oh, damn.
But that came with in the Mezco 112 Collective Popeye and Bluto 2-pack.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, you would need a big body type for that, but that makes sense. Bluto.
Yeah, that Bluto coat fits on him perfect, and honestly, it's such good quality. It feels like real leather.
Yeah. Yeah, Kingpin. Any convention I go to, anything I do, I always keep an eye out, hoping to find like someone that doesn't know what they have, but everyone knows what they have.
Yeah, well, you know, that D'Onofrio one, it's unfortunately it's on the same body that they put that the Hammerhead figure on. and it's
I'd
not
be curious.
nearly big enough to be Kingpin.
I feel like that would be too small, but then he could have a smaller head. It would probably still work. But I feel like the comic
Right. Well, I
version
mean,
would
look
be
at him
great.
in Spider-Verse. His head is like a little dot on the front of his massive chest.
Right. So yeah, I could see it working, but I'm curious to see how it fits on that body.
Because that head does look a little too big for the body they put it on.
Okay, I've only ever seen the box art. I've never seen it out of package. I'll look at a review and see.
Well, I've looked at the what Hasbro, because Hasbro Pulse has pictures of it.
Okay.
And I've looked at their pictures. I'll see if I can bring one up right now. Because the head does look a little bit big.
Well, that'd be a good thing then. Yeah.
Oh, I need to get this Mark Ruffalo Bruce Banner figure too.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, because he's kind of got like a fat guy's head, but it's like not a fat guy body.
Right. Which I think for the show look, it kind of lines up because they didn't really bulk him up more than he actually is on the show. So
Well, but they did use a lot of forced perspective.
Yeah.
To make him look larger,
I would love to see a Spider-Verse figure of that. That would be so funny, man. Just a big PVC block with just that head.
Well, honestly, for me, if I could have any Spider-Verse figure, I'd want their Doc Ock.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting as hell.
Right? Because that character was pretty great.
Yeah.
And then, played by, voiced by Catherine Hahn, the same woman that played Agatha Harkness.
Uh-huh. They're definitely going like pretty hard with the MCU like TV show figures, which I appreciate the effort, but I just don't feel like it really is worth it, like to get into.
Well, for me, the MCU is what I mostly collect from Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
And usually if I buy a comic book figure from Legends, it's to alter one of my MCU ones into a better figure.
Right.
Although I will say this, I picked up the comic book version of World War II Captain America with the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Just to give that motorcycle to General Hawk.
No, you didn't. I don't believe you. I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't care.
Cheers.
I've got to refill my drink, but before I do, Curtis, you want to throw that image up real quick?
What image?
The image that I have shared there. All right, yeah, you see what I mean? Like, look how the head rests on the neck.
Yeah, definitely bigger than the body. Yep.
Right. So, because the body looks kind of tall and lanky. This is the same body they used for that Jon Favreau figure.
Yeah. Oh no, that's not a match. Yeah, even those legs.
It's not. The head's so I'm thinking maybe that head will work on the other Kingpin.
Oh, that's Kingpin.
I could see it.
Yeah, that's the Disney Plus Kingpin. But I mostly do movie, the MCU for my Marvel Legends collection. But I have the comic book Kingpin, and I'm thinking maybe I get that Kingpin figure and swap the heads out.
Good work.
All right, I'll be right back, Curtis. I have to refill my drink.
Da da da. We're at a commercial break. Da da da. Sometimes you just got to have a Snickers.
I'm here.
I know. I just told everybody sometimes you got to have a Snickers.
I need to get my drink. I was going to go get mine, but then he just went to get his.
Yeah. Da, da, da.
Did you open the N one yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm like trying to see. Should I just like wait till Christmas?
It only has one engine cover. Every review I've seen, people are freaking out that they didn't get two, but it only has one.
Doesn't it have engine covers missing in the
Mhm.
series?
Yeah, there's only one on the show, so don't freak out.
I got an original one when they
the yellow, the
Yeah.
fully yellow one. Yeah,
the night that episode was released and I saw it, I went right on eBay and bought me one for $30.
yeah.
And that was at like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning.
That shit spiked, right?
Yeah, by 9 o'clock that shit spiked up.
Because I was on there looking for him. I was like, "Ooh, I need to get this."
Yeah.
I remember I never liked it because it had the soft tail and the soft little engine.
Yeah.
So I never got one. But yeah, when I saw it was it was like back in the spotlight, I was like, I need it.
Is this one soft tail?
No, it's solid plastic. Yeah, it's firm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna take the other one. I never did it, but I was gonna, silver it and chrome it out and stuff.
Yeah. I know. I look at this one and I might want to repaint it, but it's gonna be a while down the line. I still have that snow speeder I haven't repainted yet. I did the Slave One, and that took me a long time. And since the snow speeder came out, I've been wanting to repaint it, and I still haven't. So that's how long it takes me to even.
Is it a model or is it a toy?
No, the 6-inch, the Black Series. The Slave One is a 3 3/4 inch, but I have the 6-inch scale snow.
Oh, you got the new Slave One, huh?
No, it wasn't the new one. It was. It's not under the Boba Fett label. It's under the Vintage Collection, just Slave One.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it came out like what 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, with the clear stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was out. Somehow I completely missed. And I never. And then I saw it come out. I was like, "What?" And I was like,
"Let me pull it down. See,
too late, man."
A little dusty and shit. But yeah, that's it.
Dude, look at that.
Yeah, I repainted it and everything.
Oh.
I got rid of the big they had like big hinges here for the door to open. So it doesn't function anymore. It's just like basically just a model.
Did you see those resin printed Star Wars figures I got?
No, what are
three
they?
Girls that are naked?
You're gonna have to send it to me.
I'm gonna have to send it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's great. That's great detail, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I did a lot. Like I covered all those screw holes and all that shit. And
it looks like the inside of a droid face right there.
Yeah, it does. And I got him in there. I redid the cockpit so it sits further back. I don't know. This is probably gonna be too much glare, but he's sitting in there. There he is.
Nice.
Yeah. So
yeah.
yeah.
Where is where they stick? That's not it.
I'll do the N1 one day.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to see if I just had that box. I just moved it. Damn it, what did I do? Trigger. I think this is it. Get back and show you. I already broke the lightsaber, but I can glue that. That's no problem.
Oh, okay.
But it's got to be painted, and I'm a little bit scared of painting because of my eyes, like certain little details, because like eyes and stuff. Oop. Okay, so like here's the Ahsoka. I got to glue her arms together.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's her arm, which would go in the slot. You just got to glue them together. But
holy shit!
For the record, arms only go in the slot if you're a lesbian.
It has a base and everything.
No, it don't.
I just put a little knee peg. I didn't know.
It was only like $20 or something like that.
Where'd you find them?
eBay.
Okay.
But look at it. Very detailed. That's the Ahsoka.
Doesn't look anything like Ahsoka.
And then here's Darth Talon.
Oh, everyone's favorite. Yep.
Look at them cone titties.
Nonsense. Darth Talon is black and red, not gray.
Yeah.
Sick.
And then I got one more. It's the princess. Oh, here's Darth Talon's other arm with the lightsaber.
Oh yeah.
Or is that that's Ahsoka? My bad.
Are they cleaned up like the print? Like it's
Yeah, they're really smooth.
Yeah. All right. Oh my God. Yeah, she's put on a little weight.
Oh wait, maybe they do have. Oh, they do have stands. My bad.
Yeah, because I saw those pegs on the knees. Yeah, okay.
This is, I think, Darth Talon. It's red. I done forgot about it.
Did they make any others?
These are the other stands.
Nice.
These are the only ones I saw at the time.
All right.
I think they're still on there, though. But yeah, man, look at that. It's just...
Nice.
It's made out of resin, so I guess that's the difference.
Yeah.
What cat? My cat.
Well, in 3D printing, you're not going to get that level of detail out of a PLA printer.
Yeah. So I got a painting task to get these done.
Doe Studios is here. He says, "What's up?"
What up, Doe?
How's it going, Doe?
I don't know Doe, but I do know Doe. But what up, Doe?
What up, Doe? Oh, this thing is horribly dusty.
All right, so I just put Hawk on that Captain America motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's fucking perfection.
Oh,
fucking perfection.
You gonna show us?
Probably not.
You're a tease, bro. Such a tease.
I just don't have, I'll show it next time. But it's like his helmet is the exact same green as the bike.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's
and
good.
his jacket is the exact same brown as the saddlebags in the seat.
That'll save you some trouble.
Yeah, this thing is great.
I got bikes for my dreadnoughts.
Which ones did you use?
I'm still working on my dreadnought bike. And I also bought one of those. I don't know if you remember that big ass monster truck, the Batmo Beast.
Oh yeah,
from McFarlane Toys.
Yeah,
I bought that. I have a long-term goal to turn that into a type of thunder machine. But now
That's
it looks
why I
like we
haven't-
might be getting a Thunder Machine.
I hope so, because that would be my dream vehicle for them.
I don't believe it. It's Hasbro Pulse. No.
Yeah.
Well, they gave us a vamp.
Well, I
Yeah,
haven't seen it yet.
When I was looking, it's not that big of a fucking vehicle. Oh yeah.
We got 3 of these for 3 dreadnoughts.
But
Nice.
though that's Dreadnought wouldn't ride that.
Yeah,
That's
they
a
would.
fat boy.
Yeah, dreadnoughts.
Dreadnoughts would
not a
ride a
bad
chopper, man. They wouldn't ride a fat boy.
They would ride a fat boy. They'd ride anything.
They're going to on your shelf.
Yep.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Suckers already does.
Well, at least it's just a fat boy, and it's not like a Dino Glide or an Electric Glide or a Road
Right,
Glide.
right.
Like, there's no way they ride those.
They ride dirt bikes too.
Yeah, that's what I would think would be the ideal dirt bike, or just a straight up chopper.
Yeah, well, for my 3 3/4 Joes, I have choppers for all my dreadnoughts.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a little harder to find choppers in the 1/12 scale.
Yeah, even the ones that say they're 112, they're so much smaller. It sucks.
Well, it's not that they're smaller because they're true 1/12. It's just these figures aren't 1/12.
Yeah.
Shout out to Raw Talk.
Right? Because Black Series, now Star Wars Black Series, those are genuine 1/12 scale, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you put one of those on one of those bikes and it looks right.
Okay.
But a
Yeah, I've
Marvel
only
Legends is actually a little bigger than 1/12 scale.
Okay. Yeah, I've only tried them with the 112. I mean, with the Legends. So.
Yeah, well, and honestly, the best chopper on the market right now is the one that came with the Punisher.
Yeah.
But that thing's $100 now.
$100.
Like, I wish I'd known that I was going to be looking for Dreadnought bikes, because I would have bought 3 of those fucking Punishers all the way back then.
I heard
Maybe went on clearance at one point.
our economy was booming. You should be able to afford that $100 profit.
Unfortunately, no, because the United States government is dealing more arms than I am.
They put you to shame.
I just can't compete with their volume, man.
We'll just use the weather dominator on them.
Well, unfortunately, the Weather Dominator requires resources.
Freeze their ass or something. I don't know.
The Weather Dominator's got to be reserved as a trump card at this point.
I just realized the time, guys. I got work tomorrow.
Oh, what time is it? I gotta get up. I gotta.
10.
It's 10 o'clock where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go too because I got a 6 o'clock pickup to go to the VA.
Well, all right, man. Enjoy spending your time with all the other V's and all the A's.
Yes. Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, we'll get it together next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try.
Well, I think we should probably just before we drop out talk about which 3 Christmas specials we're going to be doing next week.
I'm really good with Christmas Story.
Well, those are movies. I'm talking about the specials.
Oh, specials. Okay.
Right now, I would love it if the Guardians Christmas special was one of them.
No, we could do that.
Yeah.
I guess if Curtis really wants to, we could do the Star Wars one, but prepare for a lot of like hatred.
That's okay. That's all right. We don't know.
Well, you know what? You guys want to jump off right now? Just
we can do
yeah. We'll send some ideas to each other via messaging.
Yeah.
And come up with a solid 3 before we come on next week. And then we'll mention the 3 on Thursday and then do the show for the 3 on Saturday.
All right, that works.
Make up some
Or no,
questions.
Sunday, right? We're doing it Sundays now?
I would like to if everybody else.
I think Sundays would be better because that way we don't lose half our audience to Kaz, halfway through our show.
That was my exact thought. Because nobody does anything on Sundays, it seems like. for the most part.
Right.
And our groups of people, would be all split up around Saturday. And it seems like we get more people on Thursday than we do get on Saturday anyway.
Well, like I said, man, Kaz comes on at 9:30 and takes half our audience.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. I guess I'll talk to you in messages, Curtis, and too many. I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Or actually later this week, I guess. It's Sunday now.
Yeah. We'll do Thursday, 9:00.
Awesome.
We'll discuss some, like, if we're gonna do 8 or 9:00 on Sunday.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And then
all right, fellas.
Y'all be safe and dream of sugar plums and all.
Have a great night. And next time I see you, I'll have pictures of General Hawk on that motorcycle.
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
Later.
All right, you guys have a good one. Thanks for everybody in chat and Lone Dragon and Dose Studios and Big M and M3 was there for a bit. But and Daniel Berry and Stray Blue and all the guys. Y'all have a good night. See you guys Thursday. That is all, folks.